Orb.
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 Orb. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to PlayFrame and Wanderstop and Orb, which we are about to touch, but not actually. Because
touch it.
No, well, no. But see, we're going to. We're going to very, very soon. But
touch the orb.
In between episodes, I'd had a thought or an idea. Like it's the start of a new session. We had had the chance to sort of like watch back these episodes we'd recorded already as we reviewed them and like edited them and such.
Yeah.
And I kept on noticing, like, it was striking me as odd that one Pluffin kept on coming up to us, seeming like they wanted something. Even after we gave them tea and they got all swirly, they kept on coming up to us as if they wanted something.
Yeah.
And I couldn't quite figure out what that was or if I was just getting that strange impression. But the fact that we'd colored it differently so we could tell it was the same one that kept coming up to us makes it feel even more conspicuous. So I'd had the thought, if we can just like wait a moment before we do whatever that thing is going to do.
Touch the orb.
Well, yes, we're going to. But if just before then, we could get that Pluffin to come start bothering us again, I wonder if we should try following it, because we didn't really try that. And I don't know if it's going to lead us anywhere, but...
No, that's a great idea.
Like, I can't think of anything
there
else.
It is. It's holding a seed right now.
Excuse me. Hey. What do you...
Just let it go.
Drop
let
it, please.
Cook. No. They're going somewhere with this.
Okay. Where exactly? Pluffin, are you going?
That was your question, right?
With this. I suppose so, but it's... Pluffin.
It's so freaking cute.
It's so cute.
They're just adorable.
If you start walking in circles in here, I'm going to take the thing and then start following you again. I need you to focus.
They seem pretty focused.
On the laps you're walking around the tea thing. Hey.
You gonna take the seed?
Yes.
Okay.
You. Excuse me.
They've got it.
First of all,
got it.
You and the seed are coming out here. And then you're dropping it. Drop it. Thank you. Very good. Appreciate that.
Pop.
Very good. Now, you have a little pet. And then, very good. Now, I'm going to place you down, and I want you to direct me to what it is you're wanting.
Yeah, show us what you want.
Because you want something, clearly.
You desire some form of interaction, and we don't know what.
You've kept flying and walking up to me in several different locations throughout the last episode or two, and I've never really been able to understand why, and this may still be nothing because you're still just kind of walking off. We'll go gather some tea and tidy up, and if it comes to start bothering us, then we follow.
Okay. Their legs are very short.
That is true. It will take them a little bit of time.
They just... Anywhere they want to go, they have to go there rather slowly. But yeah, we can do some chores before it's time to touch the orb.
Yeah. There was that one remnant little thistle weed thing that we couldn't get to go away. I wonder if we can now. If it's still there. Might not be.
We can do little tidy jobs on the way.
Come here. Just a little bit. If it takes that long, if it doesn't start coming to bug us again, then that's fine. Orb time. I'm just curious.
There's something on the ground over... Oh, it's just more mushrooms.
More mushrooms.
Fair.
Still curious about those weird ones outside.
Yeah.
Our place, too, for that matter.
You were going to get the thistle?
Honestly, I think this is where the thistle was. I should run a lap around just to make sure, because I don't remember.
The thistle was over near a garden, falling down garden structure. It's further along the path you were just walking, I thought.
If we find another of these, maybe we can like complete a little circle and that'll do something.
There was one there. And we cut it down.
Ah, I see.
We used the snippers and we snipped it.
Alas.
Much like we should snip all of those. But yeah, the thistle was in a place where there was a falling down shed immediately to the left of the pathway.
Okay, all right. We will find that after tidying these up.
Yeah.
Pluffin, any moment now.
We're totally invested in our work,
yeah,
Pluffin.
Busy with something else.
And super busy.
Sure hope a Pluffin doesn't come to interrupt what I'm doing.
I think actually the thistle was on the other side of this building, maybe?
Oh, okay.
Ooh, teacup. Oh, and a ladybug. Another one.
take them both. No, not that.
That. Yes.
Got it
Snip,
tidy.
snip, snip. So much too tidy. I'm wrong. It's not the other side of this. I don't know where it was. I don't remember. I can remember vaguely what the layout of the place looked like, but not how to get there.
We've run us a little lap around. We'll find it.
Other side of that little thing.
Ah, okay.
It was right there.
And...
No, it's gone.
Okay.
Like, we just ran over the space that I remember it being in.
Gotcha. All right, those
Unless
things
I've-
might, like, respawn possibly when you close reopen game.
That's probably true. Unless I have forgotten where it was, which is also very possible.
Possible, but I am thinking, I feel like I've seen several spots that sort of seem like they could have been it.
There's so many little mushrooms around.
There really are, quite a lot.
A lot more than there were when we first started playing.
Oh, this is full already. Never mind.
Oh, hey.
Good.
We should drop that in. Just
Yeah,
if we're gonna do some chores.
might as well. Hey,
There's our friend.
need anything from us, perhaps?
I mean, no, you definitely don't need anything from us. Probably.
I'm giving you another minute or two, and then we're just moving on. You can come bug us after orb time, if you still need something.
After orb time. Maybe there's no time after orb.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe
that's the end of the game.
dropping off orb is just
Whoa.
the conclusion of time.
That. I know you were looking for the mug to put on the dishwasher, and seeing the pot come out, I'm like, huge mug.
Huge mug. Maybe this goes outside somewhere.
Oh, it won't let you set it down in there?
Doesn't seem like. I guess I can drop it. I don't know if that's...
The same?
Well, could be. Are we allowed to plant something in there, I wonder? Trinkets. So many trinkets. Photos.
I mean, you just picked up a seed from the
That's true.
little puffin, so
Oh yeah, that does work. Seems like, I think.
yeah.
Neat.
Cool. I don't think that they will grow anything from there. I think those are just decorative
Yeah.
because you can't water them once they're in a pot.
Yep, right you are. Just decorative. Which,
Yeah.
still pretty.
We could snip them all down
True.
and see if they come back. I don't know, they're just sparkly and I don't want to get rid of them.
It does seem conspicuous.
Yeah, I wish we hadn't cut down the one that is missing,
Yeah, same.
but I suppose.
Well, it doesn't seem like our little buddy is...
Desperate for attention?
Yeah. So... perhaps it's orb time.
Oddly chill for how insistent they were last week.
Surprisingly so. Hey, sure.
Ooh. Oh yeah, we did get a piece of artwork last week.
Yeah, now we have two. Let's put them somewhere.
Right, it was that fox by the fire.
And that one we put up, but we do have another photo now in our pocket.
Is it a photo of a pluffin?
That
Is
one...
it the pluffin photo that... No,
No, that one we
did
put there,
that up
'cause-
there.
Good art. This one can go here. Like it?
What is it?
Yeah, it just seems like just sort of a nice little scene of a house. In a forest that's kind of got a
Is that
sort
a
of
house?
mushroomy vibe.
Is that what that is in the center? A house?
Sort of. It seems like a house, but it's like it's got a plant growth on top of it or something. Can't really tell.
Interesting. Scale is hard to gauge.
And where's that other one? Here. Also pretty.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like the color palettes, even if I can't always understand
Okay.
what the...
Someone's clearly lost interest. We're going to the orb.
Someone's decided to be a gardener instead.
Orb time.
Orb time. Time to touch the orb.
Very curious.
Orb.
What happens now?
Alta stares at the mysterious shrine. Sit down in front of it and let your mind wander?
Why not?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Yes. Shiny.
Ooh.
Where am I? My name is... I don't remember my name. Oh, God, what's going on? Where am I? Someone, please.
Hey, your name is Alta. Remember?
Right, that's right.
You're a fighter. A warrior.
Of course, yes, I remember.
See what I mean? You knew all along.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I forgot.
It's okay. I've got you. All of this has a purpose. I promise. Do you remember what your goal is?
Yes, to find Master Winters and train with her.
No, not that one. The bigger goal.
The bigger goal? No, I've forgotten that too. What's the bigger goal?
To defeat anyone, anywhere, for as long as you choose.
Gotcha. What about for the next 10 years? Or what about until I've beaten every great living warrior? I mean...
One of those feels more attainable.
Yeah. But, like, neither of them feel super attainable.
Not in her current state for sure. Like one of these feels like outside of sort of fantasy realm. Just this is what the person tells themselves if they mean to do this for the rest of their living days. Like that this doesn't end. It's not a possible thing to do, but it is the goal and it keeps you going. This is actually like, okay, I'm gonna keep and maintain this, but I've got an end point where after which I'd like this goal is achieved.
Okay. Are you pulled towards either of these?
I guess it feels like for her, I doubt she has ever considered an end point. I don't think she ever really considered the possibility that after she got to the top, that like that loss was even possible. That like I'd become the best and I'd be the best forever. Like that she would just stay there.
There is a certain sort of like, I'm going to get to a place and then never move again.
Yeah. That does seem like the sort of mentality that got her to where she is. Yeah.
It's not like I'm going to get to a place and then like in another 10 years I'll pick a new place to move to.
Yeah. It seems like she's been very single-minded and focused on the one thing, and that's what she's all about, and there's been no consideration for any other alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah, this feels right.
Okay, gotcha. What about until I've beaten every great living warrior?
No. New fighters are going to come along, and you'll have to surpass them too. This has to be undisputed. No losses for the rest of your life. That's the only way.
I was wondering if this voice was going to come in to be helpful, and I'm starting to think maybe that's not the case.
Think about it. Undefeated for the rest of your life.
The voice that spurred us to use our anger to push ourselves to toxic levels of determination. You thought it was going to come in and be helpful for us.
Well, I didn't know if this was the same voice that was going to come,
Fair.
Was going to come in and guide us this way, but I guess I didn't realize that this voice was that voice.
I think that's impossible. How can I even do that?
It's not impossible. Not for you. None of them work as hard as you do. That's why it's possible.
With your help?
Of course. I would be honored.
Thank you.
I just need you to push yourself a little bit harder. okay?
Right, of course. Just tell me what to do.
I've got you, Alta. You're going to be okay. You're going to be amazing.
You're undoing all of Boro's hard work.
Oh, speaking of whom?
Hello. Ooh.
The light did change. Didn't it?
Yeah, this is like a little season change feeling thing.
It's like orangey.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. I don't even remember looking at that gazebo.
I don't know either. That might be new.
New?
Possibly. Welcome back, miss.
What? What just happened?
That is an excellent question. It would appear our clearing has changed. And can I say, it's a most delightful change at that. Look at all these colors.
Wait, did this happen because I sat down at that shrine?
It seems so. Just as Boro promised, something new has come to pass.
What about my sword? Where's my sword?
It seems your sword is right where we left it, on the tree stump.
Ooh.
Perhaps not everything has changed. Might be best to explore the clearing and learn more.
Sure, may as well get back to it. Or, hold on, are the plants I planted all gone?
I guess maybe yes, but it didn't take us that long.
Well, yeah, but
I feel like that's not...
they were supposed to play golf. Plant golf.
That's true. That's true. They were on the road toward plant retirement and golf. But I feel like of the effort that Alta has put in the last several episodes, the planting was the least tiresome. I think planting all of those plants was easier than one interaction with a customer.
100%, yes.
And she's all motivated to all right, we're back in it. Go now. Yeah, I like this one.
Sure, may as well get back to it.
Excellent. In fact, Boro can see that already a new customer is arriving. Ooh, hello, you're new. Would you care to go say hello? Perhaps she is even needing your help with something. There is still much for us to do, and I'm so grateful for your patience, Miss Alta. Please take care, as always.
Boro, you look worried. Just a little worried. Also, I liked the other colors. These colors are pretty too, but I liked the other ones.
I'm excited to see what's new.
I'm resistant to change. I'm fine. It's not like I deleted an entire app off my phone because they changed the icon or anything.
Were these here before? I don't know if
they
were.
They were not. No, they look like maybe they're for honey?
Maybe?
Tree sap? No, not tree sap. They make me think of beehives, but I think that's...
Just the shape, yeah.
Just the shape.
It does evoke that. You sit tight for a second. We're taking a quick tour of our workplace.
Have to see all the new things.
Yes. That's new, I'm pretty sure.
I don't
Oh, maybe not.
think
Maybe, no,
so.
maybe this was the spot we were... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're just not very familiar with the layout. The planting area over here looks a little different.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, it
remember
does.
this being here.
Oh, yeah. It's like little planter box thing here.
I wonder if there are new plants. I think there are.
I bet there are.
Because look at, what's that?
That might... Yeah.
I don't think we had one of those before. Do you still have...
No tools in my pocket. I'll have to go fetch those, I think.
Interesting.
But yeah, we might have some new
That
plant
plant
and
over there
seed
also,
varieties.
I do like the pink grass.
I like that as well. Ah,
There
perfect.
they are.
Here's our water. Here's all of you.
This also feels like it's in a different position, but I think that I'm misremembering the layout.
I think enough stuff has changed around. Well, then again, we didn't have like a little water well sitting over here. We had like a pond that we were drawing water from. Though maybe that's around somewhere else too.
I just did think it was somewhere closer to the front entrance of the... Yeah, I liked the purple. That's the one place where I'm like, I like the other colors better.
Well, it looks like we'll be experiencing some changes, so it will change again, I'm sure.
See, that's the spigot we used to draw from.
I think so.
And I thought that the pluffins were over here before.
Or this one. Enough has changed that, like, a lot might have changed or only a few things, but it's enough that it all feels very unfamiliar again.
Confused, yes. I wonder if any of our changes inside stuck.
That's a good question. Let's check. Let's see.
We're missing a lot of cups.
We were missing some cups, but no, just T-ball right there. That's nice. Got our tools. Gonna need those.
I'm very curious about the choice to, like, take those away and put them elsewhere. The lighting in here is all different.
Yeah, it kind of reflects the outdoor lighting a little bit more. All right, some stuff like we got our good photo. That has remained.
What about, like, Volcano Project and Doll? And...
No, some of those have disappeared, I think. Or maybe moved.
Yeah, the doll and the... Interesting.
Very.
Can you quickly check to see if the Dirk Warhard book is still in the library?
Worth checking
Looks
on that
like
one.
Yes.
It does seem yes. Good, good.
Good, good.
Can't be losing that.
Of course not. If we lost that, then we might not remember the name Dirk Warhard.
And someone has to.
Because he's not going to.
That is new.
Yes, it is.
Yellow seeds. Phenomenal. We've got a bit of planting to do.
Mm-hmm. Definitely does feel more like fall instead of summer.
Yeah. I agree. Let's take care of this before it becomes a problem.
Yeah. I guess tea plants might be easier to spot now, because they'll still be green.
That's true, actually. We've got the basket now. Let's, or do we? Actually. No, we don't.
No.
Where'd the basket go?
I didn't see it on the wall there, but maybe it wasn't on the wall before. Was it sitting by the drying rack?
Yeah, maybe it was sitting in a different spot. There we are.
Oh.
Okay.
Still on the wall. I just missed it.
I know we've got the T-ball sitting on the shelf, but let's go ahead
I
and...
could have sworn the pluffins were right over here. You walk out that door and they were over here where that gazebo is now.
I think so. Yeah, I think some things have moved.
Is it okay if I don't like that?
It's okay to not like change.
I'm disconcerted. And uncomfortable.
I think we'll find our feet pretty soon here.
I know where our feet are. It's the other stuff I'm missing.
For now.
I do like there are tiny little flowers in the grass. And when you run into the grass, you can see them better, and they're very pretty.
That is very pretty. I do like
them
it.
a lot.
New guest, you sit tight while we just kind of get basics prepared.
And reestablish a sense of comfort in this new environment that is subtly wrong and off.
Let's see.
The stop sign's gone too.
Oh, yeah.
But the altars remain, the ones from the Vreedle ceremonies.
That's true.
Those have both remained and moved with, like, the Pluffin one is near the Pluffins
yeah.
still. And this one never moved.
Oh, there's our
the stop sign.
Okay. Still very curious about this thing. I feel like it's going to come into play.
Now that it's moved closer to the building?
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Oh, gosh, we forgot to mention beverage check.
Oh, yeah. You guys all have beverages, right?
We were so caught up in touching the orb and following the Pluffins that we didn't confirm before the 15-minute mark or whatever.
Well, if you didn't have tea, then that's fine. By now, YouTube would have noticed and closed the window automatically on you. So if you are here now, you definitely have a beverage of some sort. So good for you. Way to stay hydrated.
And if you don't, you've cleverly found some way to con YouTube into believing you have a beverage.
Yeah, you found the tea equivalent of ad block, and I guess I won't tell them, but definitely don't mention it in the comments just because then you're just like ratting yourself out.
Exactly.
Don't be a self-narc.
Can you get to the that looks like a pineapple.
Does kind of look like a pineapple.
Can you get to the tree in the center of the lake, or does the water stop you?
Great question. Water stops me.
Boo. I want to sit there.
That does seem like a nice place to sit.
Read a book.
We need a boat or a bridge, or I guess a boat would probably function as a bridge in such a small little stretch of water.
Maybe we just need a running head start.
Or that. We could probably do it.
I believe in Alta. Incredible physicality.
There was another plant we saw around that kind of looked like it might be a new...
It was at that corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything new and different, or are you just decorative and pretty?
Try to water it.
We need water in our little thing.
Watering can?
Where's the nearest water source to our garden area? Oh,
there.
Here we go.
It's a very good question that I cannot answer right off the bat. Hey, there's water we can get in.
I like that.
I do too. That's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I understand why.
It's just kind of nice and fun. Not practical in any real life sense, but I like it.
Yeah. I don't understand the design choice behind it, but I like it, so I don't mean to imply anything negative by asking about it. I just am curious.
It's not sparkling, so it's not something that would...
pollinated?
Yeah.
It might be one of the large hybrids, as opposed to...
That's true.
Because remember, if we plant them 3 in a row, we get a single small hybrid, right?
Right you are. I realize they've just given us a pretty big hint here. A space where a thing could go in the center.
You're not wrong.
And while we're at it... Here we are. Good.
Perfect.
And now some water. Poof.
Hooray!
All right, that's how we get those. Very good.
Cute. It's a really cute plant.
It really is. And you. Ooh, I like it.
It's so two-dimensional
It
for
is.
a plant.
What a flat tree.
I wonder... It would look really good planted against a wall or something.
Oh, yeah, it would. In one specific, orientation to it.
Oh, yeah, if you planted it perpendicular to the wall, it would look a little silly.
That would be inconvenient. But okay, now we have 2 new kinds of thing. Where do they go? Whaling fruits.
I think we might be able to make other hybrids, though, with the other ones.
I think you're right. Field guide, do we have new things here?
I think you'll want to go down to...
Simple plants.
Yes.
All right, there we go. Maybe we just got one new
palm.
color this time.
We did get one new color, but that means there are new combinations for the hybrids.
Quite a few, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. Yeah, we've got these, which, 2 new ones, 3 new ones.
Is the word factorial? Is that the math term that goes with the kind of math that tells you how many combinations there are?
You're definitely asking the wrong guy on that one.
Okay, fair.
But yeah, this is definitely adding a considerable number more for us. So we will have some planting exploration to do.
Yes, yes. And then we'll have different flavors of plants.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do have a nice little stamp showing which ones we've drunk. That
tried.
is nice.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Okay, yeah, we got to try a yellow in the center of blues, yellow in the center of yellows. Is that allowed? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Much to try out. Okay. What was that?
I don't know.
Do we have a phone? I didn't know we had a phone.
Could it be the radio?
That is... I feel like we've heard that sound before. Hey, drop it.
Maybe that's what that sound was.
That might be. Hey, cease your theft.
Give.
We're gonna have to check and see also if our little pluffin,
Our pluffin!
If our pluffin
Pluffin
color
check.
has stuck.
Yes, we have to check for our pluffin. And we have to color all the pluffins so that we know which ones are which.
Agreed. Gotta keep track of y'all. Okay. There we go. Send that off. Good.
Hooray!
Good. Now, okay. You've been very patient. How is it going?
Hello.
Shoo! Be gone with you.
What?
You heard what I said. I don't need eavesdropping from the competition.
Competition?
Damn, Skippy. You probably thought you were the only merchant in these woods, didn't you? Well, guess what? Some of us are doing real salesmanship out here. But no, you have a problem with the basic tenets of healthy market competition. You think nobody else has the right to do honest business, right? Isn't that what you think?
Yes? Or, no? Or, what?
This seems like the right response to all this. Don't play stupid mumbling fool with me. I can see right through it. We both know you would do anything to keep all the profits for yourself.
I'm pretty sure that everything here is free. There are no profits.
Ha! That's what you want me to believe. But I'm not worried. Once I set up shop, it's over for you and your little socialist utopia.
What exactly do you sell?
I bet you'd like to know that. I bet you'd love to have the edge on me. Well, tough duties. I'm not falling for what do you sell ever again. I don't know if that's going to work.
Right?
Nana.
Wanderstop is a tea shop, so if you don't sell tea, we're not competitors.
Oh, suddenly miseducated over here knows all about economics. You want to know what I offer customers? It's simple. Firm products, higher prices, harsh, unasked for life advice. All that and a smack in the head on your way out.
Typically, you have to offer people something they want. Or, all right, Grandma sounds like a business competition to me.
I'm starting to wonder if that's actually kind of what she's wanting. Deep down is some competition.
Oh, that
she's
might
maybe like
be.
egging us on.
Like she wants to be pushed, kind of?
Possibly so, yeah. Like she's looking for someone to like put up a fight. A little bit.
We're good at putting up a fight.
We are. I do feel like Alta would actually maybe even unknowingly start falling for it.
All right, Grandma, sounds like a business competition to me.
Boro, we're starting to sell tea now. That's more like it.
There you
That's
go.
the spirit of competition. You got some moxie, kid. But moxie don't cut it in a cutthroat economy like this. You need brains, guts, wood screws.
My profits are going to be so much more than your profits. Or, you'll never overcome my built-in market share advantage. Or, economies of scale, return on investment.
If we shout them loudly enough, we win, I think, is how it works.
I think that's like from my admittedly high school level understanding of the stock market, that's exactly how that works. Just shout loudly enough and you win.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Ha! I've been scaling economies since your grandparents were soiling their diapers. Face it, kid, now you're in the presence of marketing greatness and you're scared.
I know you are, but what am I? Or, once I find out exactly what you sell, it's over for you. That one feels more confrontational.
It
more
does,
like
yeah.
competitive.
Yeah, I feel like this is... Alta would not stoop to this, I don't feel like.
I mean, she might, but not when she has this option.
Yeah, I think so. You'll never find out what I sell. Never! This is good. I haven't felt the fire of a fight in me for some time now. I like it. I'm going to enjoy running your little enterprise into the ground. Now get your buzzing face out of here and let me set up shop.
Okay, bye, or would you like a tea while you set up?
This is how we'll trick you.
Yes.
Yes, the tea, like...
The tea is our in.
Yes. It turns out it's not free. It's a free sample. We're going to give you a taste for it and get you hooked and then drive up the rates.
Are you telling Grandma that the first tea is free?
Yes.
Are you peddling tea like a street corner drug dealer?
We're in competition now. We have to figure out business. We have to figure out a business model.
Okay. Would you like a tea while you set up?
Hell no, I don't want tea. Oh, well, that makes my life easy.
But what about our sabotage?
It's pretty good.
It's not. I was trying. I was really trying.
It's better than I've got at the moment. Oh, hello.
You turned around and look at what happened.
No,
not there.
What?
Turn around.
Oh, goodness, you are fast. Love the signs.
Cat.
Wait.
On her counter, cat.
Oh,
Cat
right
statues. Yes, buy
That's very
it.
cute.
Buy it now.
You're Mug is a little confrontational. It is also like brass knuckles for a grip. A little intense.
What? It just says the.
I think you might not be a customer. I think you might actually be a resource out here for us, possibly. Maybe both.
It's just the mug.
Ah, the.
Yeah. Clearly, she's German.
Gotcha. So, hello. Welcome.
What the hell? How did you set up so quickly?
That's right. That's right. We are open for business. Are you ready for profits? Are you ready for marketing? Are you ready to get your face kicked in with savings? Then come on down and see Nana, losers.
Her face is perfect.
I'm enjoying her a lot. I like her tattoos as well.
Yeah.
All the character designs have been great so far.
She and Alta share a sleeve on each arm. Like they have a sleeve on the same arm. I like it. All right, here I am. Or, well, bye, Nana. I think here I am, right? We want to buy the cat statue,
we do
right?
have some items that we're very interested in, actually.
Yeah.
And what of it?
What can I buy? I'm ready to see this shop.
Ready to confront the crushing Buddha competition? Fine by me. Behold, consumerism. Whoa.
My mug. For 599 something? Nanabucks. A candle for 249.
Or Little Meow Meow.
Little Meow Meow for 699. I need it.
I do as well. As soon as we figure out what your currency is, we're going to find some and then give it to you for
We're going to
meow.
shake down the Pluffins for so many Nanabucks.
That's true. Or just pay the Pluffins enough to steal your items the way they steal everyone else's.
Ooh,
We
that's
have
a good idea.
resources and employees, arguably.
I don't feel good about how that mug handle only holds 3 fingers.
Yeah,
Like, where
not
do you put the pinky?
it's not a practical mug. It's a very confrontational mug.
put-
It even has a little bit of a bullet casing sort of shape to it.
Do you put the pointer finger on top of the handle?
It's definitely not comfortable to grip, I don't think.
Or do you put the pinky under the handle? Or do you try and wedge 2 of your fingers? This is a difficult question.
Comfort might just not really be the point of this mug. It's really about sending a message.
I guess that is true. The message.
Yeah. Yes? What is it?
What does this icon mean? Is this your face?
You can't possibly be this dense. Those are nanobucks. Wow, I was joking. That's how much they cost.
Okay, fine, but I don't have nanobucks. I've never heard of a nanobuck.
Never heard of a nanobuck. How are you a small business owner? The nanobuck is the international currency. The nanobuck is the gold standard.
I think you're making all this up. You can't just say that about your Monopoly money and have it be true.
I am not making this up. How dare you accuse me of deceit? That's it. You're going to make me... Where is it? Here you go. Professor Currency's All-in-One Book of Economics, Volume 1.
Professor Currency?
I suppose so. This is infant stuff. It's pathetic that I even need to give this to you.
Thanks, Nana. I'll use this information to crush you. Or, well, you're an infant.
This seems
Yeah.
kind of like what she's looking for.
Thanks, Nana. I'll use this information to crush you.
It's actually kind of nice that, usually, I feel like with the previous customers, Alta would really have to stretch herself to figure out how to connect or appease them or play into what they're, wanting. And even if she could figure it out, she probably wouldn't want to. This at least seems to play into her instincts a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Ha! With Volume 1? You wish.
You're not that big.
Let's talk when you're at Volume 12. Now that's economics. Volume 12. I still have nightmares about Volume 12.
I feel like from a sufficient height, Volume 1 could do it.
Probably.
How about if I sell you something in exchange for nanobucks?
You're talking about a barter.
Sure. I'll bring you something and you can buy it off me.
Let's see, this thing first, Missy. I'm committing to nothing until it's in front of me.
All right, I'll bring you an item. Give me just a minute.
I guess we'll be getting you some tea or trades.
I do feel like Alta is weirdly excited about this.
I do kind of feel like as well, yeah. All right, you sit tight, mailbox. We're gonna read first.
Oh, yeah. Professor Currency's Guide to Economics, Volume 1. Welcome, reader, to the vast, strange, unfathomably beautiful, unfathomably terrifying world of economics. If you've picked up this book, it's because you've made the decision to dedicate your life to the study of economic theory. You've chosen well. My name is Professor Currency, and I will be your guide on this multi-volume dissection of the many fascinating facets of economics. First, an admonishment. Do not be daunted by the complex nature of what you're about to read. The pursuit of economic study is demanding, rigorous, and often physically painful. This is normal. Pain is economics entering the body. Rest assured that whatever struggles you face in comprehending this knowledge, you will be rewarded tenfold once you fully understand it. Armed with a fierce comprehension of economic theory, you will become an unstoppable machine of intellect and charisma. So where to begin? How does one dive into a field as rich and dense as economics? Well, let us start with a brief history. Economics did not exist prior to the Crimson Age. Up until this time, all goods and services were given random values. These values could change arbitrarily at any time for any reason. A loaf of bread might cost 10 grimlets in the morning, and then at 3 p.m., the price could just suddenly leap up to 85,000 grimlets.
Whoa.
And while the price could then drop to half a grimlet at 4 p.m., by then the bread market was already in shambles. It was a terrible way to live, and every day, tens of thousands of people died simply from overexerting their brains trying to figure this system out.
Makes sense.
However, at the beginning of the Crimson Age, the government decided that enough was enough. Their solution was to form the Special Committee to Stop Money-Related Thinking Deaths, SCTSMRTD, that
yeah, it needs work, though I guess there was a sense of urgency.
Yeah, that's fair. Which gathered once every 3 months for an hour to discuss and to deliberate on a brand new system of valuing goods and services. After 6 months of congregation, they had invented the system which we use to this very day, economics. Under this new and profound ideology, goods and services would be given prices that correspond directly to their value. It was a change that produced drastic and immediate impact upon the entire world. While many were happy to have a consistent and reliable method of valuing items, for others it was disastrous. A significant number of merchants had gotten rich selling services like a cold bag of gross ugly rocks by simply waiting for the exact moment when their service was very reasonably priced while all other services were completely unaffordable. Yet, while there was complaint, for the most part this new system was widely accepted and adopted. Quickly, vendors began to ask questions like, what will customers actually want to pay money for? And is there a situation where the market values a cold bag of gross ugly rocks more than literally all other commodities? These questions became the cornerstone of economic study, and the ugly rock test is the first principle taught in most 101 economics classes.
This is good knowledge.
Right? You don't get this for free. I mean, you do if you meet Nana,
yeah.
But otherwise you don't get this for free. While it is certainly true that the specifics of market value are quite different today than they were in the Crimson Age, the fundamental underlying tenets of economic theory are the same now as they were back then. It continues to be true that consumers want things and are willing to pay for a good if the price is commensurate with its value. It continues to be true that a cold bag of gross ugly rocks is a tremendously difficult, though not impossible, item to advertise as being the most valuable commodity a person can possibly own. And it continues to be true that everyone wants to make money, which means that in some sense, everybody is an economist. Of course, some of us are more of an economist than others, since we went to school for it and physically fought one another tournament-style in gladiatorial arenas to earn our diplomas. But on a more of a theoretical and not very real level, every single person in today's world is an economist.
I see.
Which means you might be challenged to a gladiatorial tournament-style degree battle at any moment. This concludes our discussion of the history of economics. But what are the practical implications of economic theory in today's world? How can economics best be used for personal gain? And what about that economist combat tournament I mentioned, and the light implication of packed arenas around the world where such tournaments are held? Several of these questions will be answered in Professor Currency's Guide to Economics Volume 2. Join me in the next book as we dive further into the unfathomably, unintelligibly, illegibly beautiful world of economics.
What a rich world of economics. Hi.
Sonic?
Do you...
Sonic, why? Shadow, I guess, because you're not blue.
Closer.
Where are your Heelys, Shadow? What have they done to you?
You are a lot. Have you just been here the whole time?
Came in sometime around page 3.
Well, wait your turn. To the person who's been sending me packages, Detective Greyline here. I got your second package, and lo and behold, it contained the exact evidence I needed in the case of Mrs. Oxford and the haunted clock that appeared in her window every evening. I'm sending you the clock in question. It's very likely not haunted. I'll be honest, this one was vexing me for years, and the fact that you solved it by just sending me the answer is quite troubling for a detective as accomplished and capable as I. In fact, it's the second time you've solved a case for me in this fashion. When will it stop? When will I, Detective Greyline, solve another case purely of my own intellect? I didn't get to be a celebrity sleuth by being handed the answers. Mark my words, I will solve the next case before you're able to solve it for me. The race is on. Goodness.
We have multiple rivals now. Oh, look who it is.
Oh, yes. Hey.
Is that our swirly friend?
I
No.
don't think so. Just a thief. Drop, 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 drop. Thank you.
You can't pocket this.
I tried.
I wish you could fill your pockets with pluffins.
Does sound like a good time.
Everyone would like a pocket pluffin,
I think so.
right? I wonder if you could sell Nana a trinket.
I bet that would work. I was thinking that we were just going to get her some tea, but we actually have no idea what kind of tea she'd want. So I think,
We could look at the different tasting notes to see what kinds of teas,
that's not a bad idea. Yeah, let's see here.
because we haven't gone through the new flavors anyways.
So the messberry plant, which we've not tried yet, a taste that is impossible to quite place no matter how hard you think about it and what you compare it to, known to infuriate some. The pellmelon bush, an overwhelmingly potent taste, rich with cinnamon, causes temporary amnesia if you drink it too fast. Biteberry tree, completely tasteless, returns your thoughts to a time of innocence. And the flowering snocks. Snock cones are noted for relieving physical pain when eaten. Tastes like citrus, milk, and whatever you most frequently ate for breakfast as a child.
Huh.
Neat. None of these seem directly like a thing that you'd need. We read your book, though.
We did read your book, though.
So thank you for that. State your business.
Want to trade? Show an item that you're holding, or nothing, just trying to steal your secrets.
Maybe I better get an item first before we're trying to do
Yeah.
trades. Shoo! No secrets here. No ancient wisdom of unfathomable value. Get out. Had to try.
Of course it's not of unfathomable value. It must be fathomable to have market value according to economics. So it can't be unfathomable.
Yeah, that's what the book says.
I have a very hard time saying that word. Unfathomable.
Look, I'm too curious, but come on, let's have a conversation out here maybe, or
Sonic wants to talk where Sonic wants to talk.
I suppose so. I'm kind of curious about some more planting, though.
Okay.
Since we have so many combinations we can be working on, let's get some more,
Get a few more seeds going.
a few more small plants just to stock up.
This seems reasonable to me.
There's that. And some blue ones. There we go. Okay.
I wonder if we could harvest the small plants until they have no pollen left and then use them in hybrids.
That's a good question. I bet that would work. That would totally work, I bet.
I mean, it seems like it would to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, like large hybrids, those are just done. Those are ready for plant golf. But
Not right off the bat. They grow fruit.
right. But once they're not,
Once they're done pollinating. Yeah. But yeah, if we plot out how we plant our small hybrids, then we can probably use them to grow large hybrids after they're done pollinating.
Yeah.
Potentially, at least.
Okay, let's see. Blue in center. Oh no, let's make a ring of blue and yellow center.
Wait, maybe I'm misremembering how they work, because this is how you get a large hybrid, right?
Yes. But these smaller ones, like, once we run them out, we could use them as the foundation for something else,
Maybe?
I would think.
I mean, maybe not.
No, maybe not. That's true. Hang on. I see you, Boro. 1 sec.
We are making a large hybrid.
Yeah. Ooh,
Whoa.
that's cool.
Very cool.
Neat.
Cute little ball fruits.
Mine. Bite berry. Okay,
Bite berry.
we can talk.
Bro, the old woman over there is trying to run Wanderstop out of business.
I see. Should we be concerned?
No, she doesn't seem to make any money. Or, don't worry, I'm studying economic theory to take her down. Or, I don't really care, I'm just telling you. I think the second one.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we got to go with the second one. Oh, are you also being a student of Professor Currency? So far, what is your favorite aspect of economics?
Crushing my enemies. Wait. Supply. No, wait. Demand. I like all of it. Couldn't possibly choose one. Fine, I lied. I was trying to sound smart. I mean, supply and demand are about all we know so far.
That's true.
We've only started.
Yeah, we've only read volume 1, to be honest. Yes, indeed. I am also preferring demand to supply. Perhaps in my younger days, I was being more of a supply kind of person. But this was a younger Boro, a Boro that is long gone. To be honest with you, I'm not especially worried about our new competition. Perhaps it will even be fun. Yes, surely fun is the primary goal of all competition between businesses. Surely.
Bless you, Boro. You're running in circles.
I am
What would you like to be doing?
planting more.
Okay.
Let's see.
How
We've-
many kinds of hybrid do we have the capacity to make? And how many do you want to make right now?
Let's make one more at least. We've had... Yeah,
So
we've had...
we did all yellows.
Or no, we had
Right?
a yellow surrounded by pinks and a yellow surrounded by blues. Now let's try all yellows now. Or
Okay.
we could talk to you if you're feeling in the mood now. A fine day to you.
Hi, this is Wanderstop. It's a tea shop.
You don't say. How marvelous. A cup of tea sounds most restorative, but I would ask that you first allow me a moment of rest. On a journey such as mine, one's strength must be minded carefully at all times. Rest is the utmost priority. Once I'm recuperated, you can be certain we will discuss tea at length.
Sounds good. Or, are you a fighter?
You do sort of have that look about you.
Right?
So you've noticed, I am indeed a warrior by trade. Currently in my second year fighting for the minor circuit, and none too upset with my record. Would you allow me a small moment to boast? Perhaps you recognize my mask. It was a gift from the Vindian Empress, given only to the warriors she sees as most honorable. Those who seek honor and respect in combat rather than victory alone. She saw this in me. I carry her blessings everywhere, on my body and in my heart.
I'm a fighter too. Or, I'm glad you found the shop. Stay as long as you'd like. Do you think she's ashamed or afraid to admit what she does? Or do you think that she's eager to connect with someone in her chosen, field?
I feel like she'd not be... I feel like she'd... I don't think she would be ashamed. I don't know, my impression is she'd be sort of like I too am a fighter, and that she would be... If anything, I wonder if like this customer might be seen as a little bit of a, like,
newbie tryhard.
or like even a little bit sort of like threatening to her perspective on what the value of fighting is. Someone who says sort of like, yeah, trying to be the very best, like that their pride is not in being the fighter who wins and never loses. It's in like fighting through honor, which she'd always be intrigued by.
I think so.
Yeah.
It is a very different perspective that he's bringing, like a different way to be a warrior. Her being a warrior is all about, I win, I never lose. And his is honor and dedication, and like rest is clearly important to him, and he's okay with not winning all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they interact.
I'm also noticing the scars on this figure. I'm wondering if this is a trans character, actually.
Cool.
I may be wrong.
I think you might be right. And if so, that's awesome.
Yeah. But we are also fighters. Truly. Why, yes, now that I am paying attention, I see the poise and balance in your stance. Of course, I see it clearly now. Another warrior like myself, here in the woods. It is fate that brings us together, yes? Surely it is. Please, tell me a tale of combat. I wish to know of your journey and your strengths.
Well, I am undefeated in battle, or I used to be undefeated in battle.
Mm.
I mean, the second one is true.
Yeah, I don't feel like she'd lie. Like, I don't feel like she'd...
No.
Yeah. She wouldn't enjoy admitting this, but yeah, I wouldn't hide it, I don't think.
I used to be undefeated in battle.
Ah, yes, I can recall my own first loss. An educating time.
Well, I didn't really lose. It's more like... Okay, this is a weird question. Have you ever suddenly lost your strength for no apparent reason? Like, it just sort of left you.
This is unfamiliar to me. I've never felt disconnected from my power.
Oh. I guess I can tell you about it. I've spent the last 8 years doing tournament fights in the combat arena.
Wait. No. Alta?
I'm sorry, do we know each other?
You are the warrior, Alta. This is you?
Yes?
My heavens. My heavens! What a beautiful, surprising world we live in. The warrior Alta is before me, the strongest fighter of the modern era.
You know me?
Know you? I've been to see you fight twice. I saw you at the Royal Arena 3 years ago. It was, how do I say, it changed my life, truly. In fact, because of that fight, I began using a false advance in combat. I'd only ever been using a serpentine advance. But the false advance gave me more flexibility when disarming opponents.
I fought a guy once who used literally nothing but serpentine advance. Or, the serpentine advance is still most effective at safely closing distance. Or, I'll often follow up the false advance with a quick weighted shift. Which one feels like it really encapsulates her sudden eagerness to discuss the profession with a peer?
Yeah, she probably doesn't get to talk shop much.
Right?
I feel like one of these bottom two. Like, just telling tales of past greatness. Like, we do not need to convince this person that we're great and cool.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is sort of like sharing additional sort of like, this is like, if you like this other strategy, maybe, I don't know if you do this one, but you might like this as well. This might be a useful tip.
One of them focuses a little bit more on her, and the other focuses a little bit more on him.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference between those two? Because I'm pretty torn. I could see going either way.
I guess this one, like, and this is just sort of slightly breaking the tie for me, this feels sort of like a correction. Whereas this feels sort of more like, hey, yeah, like sort of following up with, and I too like the false advance and that you've latched onto, and here's how I make it even better.
I'll often follow up the false advance with a quick weight shift. I try to ease into the opponent's offhand if they're armed.
Interesting. What do you gain from shifting the weight?
It gives me a way to muddle the opponent's weapon focus. if I don't have the reach advantage, it lets me approach easier. And it just feels right, I guess. I think probably the first one.
Oh, yeah?
The weight shift combined with a false advance is all about disrupting the opponent's expectation of what you're going to do.
All right, that makes sense.
At least that's what I would take away from the words, not being a fighter and knowing how they actually work.
Works for me, though. Ah, interesting. I'll have to try it for myself. Oh, and the second time I saw you, it was just last fall. You fought Lady Ash in Speria.
Right, yes, I remember. That was a good match.
Please, do not ply me with your false modesty. You wiped the floor with her.
She put up a fight. She actually would have been fine if she knew how to switch stances. The first one's more charitable, but the second one's more like talk shop.
Yeah. And they've just said, please, no false modesty. You wiped the floor with her. This is sort of arguing the point a little bit, but this is also sort of like being charitable to the other fighter while also pointing out exactly the reason why they were overcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She actually would have been fine if she knew how to switch stances.
Perhaps, but the advantage was obvious. Your movement simply could not be matched. And now I've run into you purely by fate, here, in the middle of nowhere. And you're running a tea shop? Is that right?
Yeah, yes, this is what I do now. Or, just briefly, I'll be back to fighting soon.
I feel like she does still think that, and maybe it's true. But, I feel like that's what she's telling herself.
Yep.
Ha! Warrior Alta, I'm astounded once again by you. You've discovered a new form of training in the most unconventional location. Making tea. I never would have thought to try it. What new abilities will this unlock for you in combat? Does it strengthen poise? Or is it mental training? No, wait. Do not tell me. I only wish to see the results. You surpass us all once again. I'm stunned, but not surprised.
Thank you.
Oh, my apologies. I've never introduced myself. My name is Ren. I've come to these woods seeking personal growth to find new strength. Meeting you has affirmed that I'm walking an honorable path.
I hope your journey goes well. Or, it's really nice to talk to another person like me.
Both are good. I'm kind of torn. This is I'm sure she's definitely feeling this by now. But
yeah. I think, let's go with the talk shop one.
Yeah.
Or if you're feeling the journey one, go with that. That's fine.
You know, I like that this one is actually more focused on them.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
I hope your journey goes well.
My journey is taking the course it must take. I need only surrender to it. And of course, the journey has led me here, to you. The world turns with purpose, it seems.
I guess. Let me know if you want tea.
Tea, of course. In all the excitement, I'd nearly forgotten. Yes, let's have a cup.
You don't need to rest first?
How can I possibly rest? I'm flush with enthusiasm. No, a cup of tea right now sounds perfect.
Sure, what would you like?
I must say, meeting you here has reminded me of the passion I felt in my youth. Back then, the world felt spontaneous and alive. True gifts of surprise and delight feel rarer and rarer to come by as I get older. But seeing you here has felt like a call to action, to be inspired and to chase what feels most alive. Please, won't you bring me a cup of tea that calls to mind passion and the pursuit of one's dreams? That is what I desire most right now.
I'll do my best. Or, that's extremely specific for tea. We know our tea.
We know our tea at this point, or at least our book does.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Thank you.
We've had a couple cups of therapy tea, Thera-tea already, so we know it can be potent stuff.
That's true, and we will be partaking of whatever it is we make for you as well.
Oh boy.
For certain. I was going to say guaranteed, but we'd already kind of tea-punned a little bit in the last 15 seconds, and it felt like a bit much.
One can't tea-pun too close to the sun.
I suppose.
It's not possible.
Anyway.
There's no way to fail at tea-punning.
Well, if there is, we'll find it.
You can be guaranteed of that. That was not intentional.
I don't believe you.
It was not.
Anyway, we will make some tea for our new customer, and crush our new business competitor next time.
Yes.
Thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you next time for more Wanderstop. Goodbye.
Goodbye.